Hi, this is Danielle. I'm one of the co-founders of Deeper Healing, and I'm going to give you a tour today, like a sort of inside sneak peek.
Okay.
One of the things that people always ask is like, why does Deeper Healing get a different result than so many other places that our patients have traveled to, which you can see behind me? And the biggest thing I think is that we dig down a couple levels deeper, and we also look at every single component. So we're looking at their diet, not just their diet, because a lot of them have done that, but we're looking at their environmental exposures, their emotional state, what's physically going on. And I always say what we do here is so elegantly beautiful. We're really just pulling down the bad, pushing up the good. The good is very unique to them. It's really just their deficiencies, and we kind of let the body do the work. And that's how we're shooting for long-term sustainable wellness. We want you to fly away. We're never going to be the doctor of see you next month. We don't want to see you next month. We never want to see you again. We want you to fly away and live your best life. So come on, let me show you what's going on in here. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the office, sneak peek. All right, so over here we have our ion cleanse. I call this entire area the water cleanse corner. So we got the ion cleanse because we're one of the rare places that sees a lot of children. We know our sauna, Rejuvenace, is the most powerful thing we can do to detoxify, but a lot of times we want to do something softer. We have children who are too young. We use the ion foot cleanse for that. Our hydrotherapy room. I love this room. When we were originally designing the center, we were like, we really want to add colonics. We thought, who is going to guide us to the best colonics in the world? And we reached out to Donna Gates. And I don't know if you guys know who Donna Gates is, but she is one of those pioneers. And she wrote, I don't know how many decades ago, Body Ecology. It's a great book. And she has been a long-term fan of hydrotherapy, and she has had colonics all over the world, and she's always giving everyone tips and tricks that she's learned internationally. And I said, Donna, like we really want to add hydrotherapy to Deeper Healing. And she said, oh well, I'm going to tell you what is the best machine to get, and get the best trainer, and you will have the best hydrotherapy room that you can have. So she wanted us to get the clear water hydrotherapy machine, a closed system, really gentle, really amazing. And we had the trainers flown in to train our girls. Our girls are awesome. And I love this room because, you know, people are really scared of hydrotherapy, and hydrotherapy is awesome. So what is it? I always say, if I had to explain it really quick, if you were putting grease and junk down your kitchen drain, and over time the drain's getting smaller and smaller, and it's getting this hard stuff caked on the edge, right? How would you clean that off? You would want to take warm water, and you would like those big chunks to be coming off and getting back to the original piping. That's literally what we're doing with hydrotherapy. Hi everybody, we're at the Deeper Healing IV room. I love this space. This is where the community hangs out. We have organic coffee and tea, and everyone kind of just mingles, or if they just want to be left alone, we have little nooks where you can just be all by yourself. This is a state-of-the-art room. I'm going to show you, even though it looks really cozy in here, and we have the most wonderful nurse. I'll introduce you to Sam. Sam is one of our nurses, and he is all of our nurses are very well-versed on really hard to get people. But let me show you the IV prep room. So we have about, 37 different IVs here. They're all very high quality medical grade. These are things that you cannot just get at your local franchise, as you can imagine. And we also have a state-of-the-art hospital grade clean, sterile room that we make them. And this is where the magic happens. What I love about the IVs that we have is just, they're the highest quality, but also they're specifically made for the patient. So what does that mean? You only need what you're deficient in, right? And so we're looking at your labs, and I call them like the mad chemists, where they're putting together something that has a very specific purpose for you. I think so many people out there are just kind of like shooting in the dark. Same with their supplements. You know, they're just kind of like, do I need this? I don't know. Some TikTok person said it was good, or this IV center that doesn't even have a physician in it told me it was good. And that's not the way to run your health, especially for people who are dealing with serious chronic illnesses. Everything should be very intentional and purposeful with you want the biggest outcome for every single thing that you do with do no harm. And the only way you can do no harm is if you know what you're doing. And you don't want to be your own case manager when you're dealing with stuff like this. Okay, we just got done doing a UBI Ozone. It's one of my favorite treatments at Deeper Healing. So, you're using your own blood, and people are always like, how much blood? You're literally using the smallest amount. It's 60 cc's. It's like a couple teaspoons. And then it literally, your own blood is running through the UV light. So UV light is used to kill bacteria and viruses and germs. And then we infuse the blood with ozone. You'll see the blood get very, very vibrant and red. A lot of times when you see people getting treatments in here, you'll see real thick, dark, heavy blood. I always say it's like toxic looking blood. It's like that old oil in a car. And you'll see it just really turn around. By the end of their course, you'll see their blood comes out. It's very, very, has great viscosity, has great color, and you can just actually physically see that they're recovering. It's really cool. Come on into Rejuvenace. I love this studio. This is a big part, and this is exclusive to Deeper Healing. It was designed by its founder, and it's a 4-step process. I'm gonna show you what happens in here. So for the people who are severely ill, they tend to be on the recumbents. Everybody else goes on the treadmill, and for the people who are here for real serious performance, they go on that elliptical. And let me tell you, I can't even do 60 seconds on that thing. It is hard. But let's take you over here. And even people can do Rejuvenace on a wheelchair. If you're in a wheelchair, we will use the hand cranks, because this is not about exercise. It is about breathing, and it is about getting your heart rate moving. So we can do it with your hands, you can do it with your breath, but this is how we do it. So it's 4 steps. So the first step is on a piece of equipment, 14 minutes, and you have your own oxygen mask. And you're going from sea level to high altitude 4 times in 14 minutes. What we're looking for, this is where the magic happens. The magic happens when your heart rate is up and your oxygen drops. What the body is, what we're trying to recreate is you're in the mountains, you're walking on the path, and you realize there's no air. I feel the high altitude. We're trying to recreate that feeling, because that is when your body's like, ooh, we need to keep this person alive. We're gonna maximize their oxygen intake. So this is how we replicate that feeling. And the second that we see that magic moment, we push 100% oxygen in. So the cells get filled with oxygen. You feel it in your brain. It's amazing. So 2 things will happen. 1, you're gonna get flushed with oxygen. 14 minutes is equivalent to hours in hyperbaric. Who wants to lay in a tube for hours? Nobody. And it's not efficient, because you're pushing by pressure through the skin, and that's not an efficient way. This is super efficient. You do it in a really short period of time. The second thing that's happening is, as the cells are getting super oxygen, toxins are being released. Now, normally those toxins are going to go right back and settle in, but this is the trick. We put you, second step, onto the Juvent platform. Now, the Juvent platform is amazing technology. This is literally a NASA technology that is, how do we keep someone in a weightless environment from not atrophying? So it's not just muscles and bones and circulation, it's also lymphatic drainage. So I used to only talk about lymphatic drainage, because we're specifically doing lymphatic drainage with the Juvent in this 4-step process, but you're getting all the benefits. That's what's so incredible about it. So it's 14 minutes on the equipment, 20 minutes on the Juvent, and then you're going straight into one of our beautiful sauna suites. Let me show you. So we have 3 of these sauna shower suites. What I love so much about our saunas, these were handmade basswood in Canada, and they are full infrared, full red light and full salt. And I don't know if you can see these salt blocks on the side. They're running down both sides. So we're really replicating a German salt cave. Great for respiratory stuff. These are low EMF, super, super clean. These are the cleanest saunas that we could find on the market. We love this sauna. So 30 minutes, 130 degrees. You get a drink to get your detox jump started before, and you get a drink after that has electrolytes, just super clean. And immediately after, the whole time we have towel service, you are literally taking every drop that comes out of your skin off, and then you get into the shower. So the whole purpose of this is lots of oxygen, dump the toxins, pass lymphatic, and out your skin. This works so beautifully. Our stay-in-heels do this every single day. Our locals will do it 2 to 3 times a week. By 10 or more, you have literally flushed your organs out. I'm not kidding, by the 3rd one, you're addicted. You're like, wow, my brain is so clear. And the other thing that I love that we don't talk about enough is like, this is incredible for concussions, for brain stuff. You can really feel the change in your body. And a lot of times, our toxins are stored in our fat cells. So when you start really moving the stuff out, you will notice your body will flush out a lot of fat. So that's just a side bonus. So you know we love sauna, okay? And Dr. B, I mean, in his TED Talk, he went on and on about sauna. 40% all-cause mortality reduction. There's just no doubt. So the future, I truly believe everyone will have a sauna. And I think that's why saunas are so popular right now. So one of the things that we've experimented with in here is, how do you get the absolute most when you sauna? So one of the things are, some people don't sweat. Some people's autonomic systems are all clogged up. And some people they just struggle. So we have learned all these things over time, like, oh, this is happening, then we do this. So we're putting a course together for anyone who saunas at home to make sure you're getting the absolute best. What we use is a particular detox protocol before, depending on what your problem is. And then we have very clean electrolytes when you get out, because you want to replenish what you're losing, and you want to make sure you're sweating very efficiently and getting every bit. And please, dear God, take a shower. Do not get in your car and go home. Hey everybody, okay, so I'm gonna take you back through practitioner row. Come on, follow me. Patient care coordinator. I'm gonna take you all the way down the hall, but we're gonna start off with Dr. B's office. So this is Dr. Bauerschmidt's office. What I love is this office is meant to be a training room. So doctors come in, obviously patients come in, but doctors come in and they can go through the cases on the television, and they'll go through, okay, 34-year-old woman, Lyme disease, manifested like this, how did we recover her, and show all the protocols that got her to full recovery. So this is a very special room that is used as conference training room. Come on down. Okay, I'm gonna bring you down the hall. So we have patient care coordinator, Allie, we have patient care coordinator, Lisa. And what the patient care coordinators do is they make it all make sense. You have your hour with one of the practitioners or the physicians, and then it's like, okay, well now what? They're the ones that help you with the pricing, the timing. Do I come fasted? Do you need a lab? Are you being recommended for a stay-in-heal program? Those are the people in between that make it make sense for you. And they're usually assigned, they honestly become your person, and they love their patients. Really special part of what we do in here is that one-on-one care coordination. We have our nurse practitioner, Julianne. And this is a really special room where we do residence therapy and we do ART in this room. So this is our acupuncturist using stainless steel tuning forks with sound bath. It is totally addictive and amazing. Everybody loves this. And this is also the diagnostic room when people are doing ART. Almost all of the stay-in-heels do this on day one. We're really just looking for anything that is kind of potentially a problem outside of lab work. Okay, I love Brain Align. Brain Align is incredible. We use it with our stay and heal patients and our really seriously chronically ill people to break that cycle of illness. I'm not a good husband, I'm not a good wife, I'm never gonna get back to work. All the things that self-talk that just keeps them kind of in this scared disease state. So we really, while we're getting the body better, we're calming down the mind, okay? It's a huge part of pulling it all together. It's also meant for our locals that have anxiety, depression, neurological tics. What I love is it's safe for children, teens, and adults. And we've seen incredible work on concussions and all kinds of mental issues. And you'll see even the kids, I love the kids like these appointments. They're passive, they come in for about 20 minutes and they get to just talk to the practitioner about what's going on. And the treatment itself takes about 20 minutes. So it's very kind of easy and passive, and they get great results. Okay, I know this is weird. I'm bringing you into the utility room at Deeper Healing, but this is why this room is so important. Dr. B always laughs at me when I'm touring people in here. So when we were creating the center and we wanted it to be safe for the most sensitive people, we were like, we have to bring everything in-house. So we do all of our own laundry, non-toxic, like completely clean laundry for all the towels, the sauna, and everything in here. The water, Pure Effects cleaner. This is the one that we use our whole house. The toilet water at Deeper Healing is pristine. The water, the drinking water, forget it. It's mineralized. It's literally reverse osmosis and alkalized. We have everything is hardwired. So we went to great expense to make sure that everything was hardwired. We have double ground electricity. There is no dirty electricity in the walls. The paint was VOC eating paint. Every piece every selection was made for its non-toxic characteristics. Fresh air intake, absolutely pristine water. All of the electric has been EMF harmonized. We've done everything that we could think of to make sure that the most sensitive people feel safe and know that they are safe at Deeper Healing.